Today, there's an energy urging you to ask the questions you've kept silent, to explore ideas that you've been holding back in the back of your mind. Okay, this is a time when relationships, career ambitions, personal dreams can converge, drawing you toward a clearer purpose. So, your natural curiosity and the desire to align with something meaningful feel stronger within us. It sparks a need to communicate openly and to find those who share in your journey. So it's a rare invitation we are being given today to step into conversations that could redefine what we thought was possible, helping us to understand why certain dreams pull us forward and how to invite in the right people and the opportunities along the way. So each interaction, each decision can now reveal hints of a larger picture. It connects us to a future that feels intentional, inspiring. Relationships can deepen with authenticity. And even the tiniest shift in our thinking or in our actions might hold the answer to a question we have long carried within us. So open yourself to these conversations, to these ideas. Let them guide you to the connections and the insights that are meant to shape the life you envision. This is your moment. This is your moment to lean into the truth. Allowing that guidance to what feels right, to step on a path that calls directly to your heart. Join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery. We will gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy and move forward today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. And welcome to your daily focus for November the 6th, 2024. So today we have the energy of the 6. The 6 is our habits, our behaviors. This is our routines. This is our work life. The energy of the 6 asks us to look at our habits, our behaviors. Do they align with our goals, our destiny? Does our routine reflect one that will be going in a certain direction, the direction we want to go? And if we look at the daily numerology, we have an 11 plus a 6 plus an 8, which gives us a 25. The 25 is, difficulty. Well, actually, success after difficulty. So whether or not you've just gone through a very difficult period, or you are entering a difficult period, or you right now are in a very difficult period of your life, know that as we face those difficulties, as we face those limitations or those obstacles, we go forward towards the success. We break free of that limitation, of that anxiety, of that fear. And we embrace success in the process. 2 plus 5 is a 7, and that is about creating harmony, balance, beauty in your environments, in your relationships. The sun is in Scorpio, and our moon is in Capricorn. And Mercury, oh my gosh, Dylan, I swear I just inhaled a doggy hair. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And everything is bothering me today because I was so sick yesterday. I had one of those earaches from hell. The ones where your head is going to implode at any second. You're sure of it. So I do apologize for my absence. I'm not even sure if I'm ready enough to be here today, but I'm giving it a run. And if this video doesn't make it, then I petered out in the energy, and I really didn't think I was bringing through the messages that you needed to hear today. Otherwise, you'll see this, and that'll be for nothing. Okay, today, what happens today? Mercury trines the North Node, and that makes it this ideal moment in time to align our thoughts, our plans, and our voice with our long-term purpose. Okay, it encourages clarity in our intentions. It opens pathways for conversations, and those conversations align with our future goals. Now, so often when we try and look at our long term goals, what happens? Uncertainty comes in and muddies the water. We grow it big and we go, oh gosh, I just don't know how to do that. So try not to focus on the big questions here, okay? Rather, focus on the very small steps, the small actionable steps that you can do today that aligns with your big picture. So see your big picture in your mind and then look at how you can align to that big picture. You know, what are you seeing? Somebody who's dressed well? Maybe you need to up your wardrobe. Maybe it's somebody who they're confident, they're strong. You know, work on your confidence, work on your strength, work on your courage. Be the person that you want to be going forward. Are you somebody who is introverted or extroverted at this time? Are you somebody who hesitates? Are you somebody who procrastinates? Or is it somebody who wakes up with certain goals in mind and succeeds each and every day? Okay. Is it somebody who meditates first thing in the morning to center themselves for their day's actions? Or do they jump out of bed 5 minutes late and rushes to the bus stop? Okay. What are the small steps that you can change in your life today that will matter long term? And journal about your long term goals. Okay. And not when you journal them, just don't write them down. Okay. But maybe add in a few steps needed in order to reach that goal. Doable steps, practical steps. Okay, reach out to people, mentors, family, colleagues who can offer advice and guidance. And if you don't know anybody, then join a social circle within your neighborhood, within your community that does offer that. Okay, if you're interested in stars, I'm sure you can find a club that gets together a couple of times a year to talk about the stars, to look up at the stars. If you're interested in crocheting, then I'm sure you can find a group. If you're interested in bookkeeping or time management or whatever it might be, you can find those people within your community. So go out in search of them today. You will find them on a day like today with the energy as it is. Just make it a conscious effort. Meditate on where you want to see yourself future tense. And then allow your intuition to lead the way. What else could we do? We could research. We could research about areas where you need to gain knowledge. Maybe we'll take a course. Maybe we'll take a workshop. We'll also meet like minded people in those arenas as well. But this energy invites us to think and to speak about our dreams with a confidence, to align with people and insights that support our journey. Okay? It's a time to think about each small step that will lead you towards the life you are meant to live. Okay, let's turn to the cards. A couple of years ago, I went through a bout of just, it was months of these horrifying earaches, but I'm hoping that this one is just kind of, just to remind me of what they felt like. Okay, here we go. Look at this. We have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is our underlying energy. So we are looking at growing our prosperity. We are looking at growing our abundance. We are being very practical about these things. We're not romanticizing, allowing fantasy to play a role here. Well, maybe if I bought this Bitcoin and, I didn't look at it for 3 months, I'd open it up and it went from a penny to $1 and I'm rich beyond my, it's not things like that we'll be thinking of, but it's rather if I gain the education, then I get the promotion at work because I'm more qualified now to do something different, to expand on my regular role within the company. This is where we are looking at the practical. We are looking at the tried and true, the traditional ways of approaching long-term wealth, long-term security. But we also need to be a little innovative here. We have to think a little bit outside the box. Our crown is actually a living vine there. So it's about the growth of new dreams, new visions of our tomorrow. That is definitely on the table for today as well for us. To have new visions, aha moments, epiphanies, revelations of what can work. What can work within the the platform that we've set with the true, the tried, the traditional, in order to reap the abundance or the prosperity or the great love or the well-being and the happiness and the joy. We have the Four of Cups as our first card. So it's a gratitude. It's about looking at what we can actually do in our moment today, what we have available to us to bridge us to the next step, to bridge us to that success platform, that prosperity platform. Doesn't mean we'll get there today, but it does mean that we understand what steps need to be taken in the present moment. Maybe not long-term future, but that's okay. We're not really looking at long-term future as far as all the steps that go within that. We're looking at a couple of steps to align us with that big dream, that long-term commitment we're making to ourselves. So this card is really about tapping into, I would think, your wisdom. I'm getting wisdom today, tapping into your mind and understanding what is important. Maybe it's certain people in your life. Maybe you know people that could actually become a mentor or a personal guide towards you taking the right steps forward in certain areas of your life. So don't underestimate the things that you already have around you. Rather, embrace them, be grateful for them, and utilize them to move you forward. We have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is, wow, we're tired. Wow, we just want to throw in the towel. Enough is enough. It's been so hard. The path has been so long. I'm not getting anywhere. I can't see really how I'm ever going to reach that potential that I'm striving for. And yet, you sit on the threshold of the door of abundance. You don't realize how close you are actually to that big breakthrough moment in your life. So this card says you are incredibly close. This is not the time to throw in the towel. This is not the time to give up on yourself, your dreams. This is the time to stand up strong, tall, dust yourself off. Reaffirm your strength, your courage, your confidence within yourself. And as you turn around, you will see that door awaiting you, the door of abundance. We gain the opportunity to knock upon that door, to turn the knob, to step through. And so what is it in your mind that you can see awaiting for you behind that door? What is the big picture? And we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is reclaiming our passion, our confidence in stating, no, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. This is what I want to create. This is what I want to give birth to. This is the path I have been seeking. This is the path I'm stepping into. Now, you may be telling other people that, absolutely, on a day like today with this card here. You may be just saying it to yourself. You may be building that strength. You may go in search of that strength, that fortitude that you need in order to stand strong. A willingness to go forth. To see the fear, face the fear. Walk through that fear. The minute we face our fears, it really loses all hold on us. It can't hold us back anymore. We see it for what it is. We understand it for what it is. And it's quite easy at that point to walk through some of those fears, some of those obstacles, some of those limitations. Our oracle card for today is Clear Endeavor 39. Didn't we just have this card very recently, I would think? So we have a 12 energy there. The 12 energy is about being in the moment, about understanding where we have control and where we need control, where we need to let control go in our world so that we can free up time or energy or resources for our path forward rather than working towards somebody else's agenda. The 12 energy is about looking at the things that we are going through, maybe under a new perception, a new understanding. Seeing where maybe we thought we couldn't go forward, and now we see the path opening to us. Something you truly desire requires a bigger commitment from you. This could be physical, emotional, or mental. Identify what your needs are at this time. Actually commit to this goal and be willing to put in the time to make it become a reality. Commitment plus hard work will assist in bringing your goals to completion. Once you decide, give your best to everything that you do. It gives plenty of new opportunities for you to reach your goals in no time. Pay attention to signs along the way as nature works to assist you. So things are becoming clear to us. Look for the hints. Look for, follow your intuition, follow your sage wisdom. They are guiding you and aligning you to the biggest desires, the long-term plans, the big picture dreams. And we have under the radar. The little possum shows up again. Under the radar. He's been kind of popular since I brought this deck out. So under the radar. Warrior, practical, and assessed. When the oak is felled, the whole forest echoes with its fall, but 100 acorns are sown in silence by an unnoticed breeze. So many times we see the wreckage, we see the failure, we see the tripwire that sent us flying into space before we hit the road. But here it's like sometimes we're concentrating so much on the negatives that we don't see the positives. We don't see thousands of acorns being scattered for mighty oaks to grow in the place of where they fell. So even in our biggest failures, and in fact, the bigger we fall, the better and the stronger we emerge. So don't worry about those big falls. Don't worry about those small trips. Okay? They're there to align you to where you need to go, to make you think about your step before you take it. And then to take it with a sense of confidence, knowing. The possum is a master actor, knowing which role to play at the proper time. Possums have a practical and intelligent energy that help them assess the situation as to which part they play and should play. If they feel threatened, they play dead, and they do. I had a dog, oh my gosh, he was barking at something sitting by the tree, and I went up there with the flashlight, and there's this possum looking back at us playing dead. And I'm like, oh buddy, come on, we gotta go away, because they got extremely sharp teeth, but they'll only fight. That is an absolute last decision for a possum ever to do, is to fight. It'll play dead. It'll wait for you to go away, and then it'll just go in the other direction. Possum has entered your life today because it wants you to embrace your inner warrior. It's time for you to go under the radar until the situation feels safe. Be careful how much you use your words at this time, as you may injure relationships and cause even more ripples. Instead, take some time to allow any arguments or miscommunications to quiet, and don't bring them up again. You don't always have to be right, and sometimes stepping away from a situation helps to heal it more quickly and effectively. So let's separate ourselves from all those little dramas that are happening in our world today, and look more towards our path, our steps, our time, our energy, our resources. What do we have available to us now? What is that little step that we're taking today that's going to actually change our path in some monumental way? You may notice that work situations could feel difficult. Transitions are happening. So don't start fretting your job is in danger. Instead, let things play out around you. So once again, it's that 12 energy of giving up control in certain areas. Some things we can't control, and yet we still hold on to the belief that in some way we can control it. And we waste all of our energy on that little tiny detail rather than the big picture. And today is asking us to look at that big picture, to build our confidence, to see our strength, to see where we want to go, and then to align our behaviors, our habits with that very wish, desire, passion. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.